just wanted to kind of, again, thanking everybody, and a lot of people ask me, Chris, you've been in the startup world and the freight tech world for many years. What made you come to Optym, right? And I look at I look at a lot of companies, as many of you in this room, and Optym's a company that's been around since 2000, as some of the t-shirts will say, but yet in this industry, people are still Optym. I'm starting to hear that name more. That's my job. So again, I think the big reason I came is because I've worked at so many startups and a lot of really smart people, and I always look for companies that are taking a different approach. And R.E, Shaman, and the Ahuja family have taken an approach that's really rare in tech these days, which is, hey, actually build a product and not really go to market prematurely, right? So most of my companies are, the Ubers of the world, many others have done well, but there's always a mission and a vision, which is the idea, but without execution, right? It's just an idea. So
we have a brand presence, we have a brand awareness in the airline side, we have a brand awareness in the LTL side, and it's because we actually found good partners, good companies to partner with, because we're not here to shove AI down your throat and replace your jobs. We're here to give you the optimization that you need, the calculator that you need to crunch the numbers and let you make the decision.
Technology and logistics together play a more powerful role than it's ever been. And in my view, that's not going to go down. That's going to become even more important. Maybe 10 years ago, people said, well, logistics, that's just a function of supply chain. When you look at things like the delivery experience, that has become equal to the customer experience. It's not just how well you manufacture products or how well you can sell them, it's really how well are you positioned to go and deliver it there. And we now live in a time where, one, supply chain is a lot more global, which means that anything that can happen in any place around the world can have an immediate impact on your organization today.
Looking for optimization solutions. The goal is we've got, I can't do the hard math, but 24 hours in a day, right? And people don't want to work 24 hours in a day. They want to get their stuff done fast. They're going to be there for a few hours. We have turnover not only in the driver population, but also in the office staff population. We have to retrain them. So looking at tools and technologies so that we can systemize some of those processes. Make it efficient. Large amounts of data. Is everybody dealing with more data today than they have in the past? Right? Yeah. And it's hard to process it at this point. We've got, I'll say, limited training, lots of data, complex decisions, and moving that over to technology so that people can make those decisions faster and then spend their time doing things that are relational like this. Talk to the drivers, solve those problems, let the computer solve the other problems.
We started talking to Optym about how could we sort of flip the typical trucking problem on its head. Because the way most people approach irregular route trucking from a optimization standpoint is, we have this many loads, we have this many drivers, how can we efficiently move all that stuff? In reality, most trucking companies operate off what I call the bullseye. You have a core group of drivers here that get the freight every time because they've been here a long time. The next ring of drivers are the folks who get it most of the time because they've been around for a while. And the new drivers that come in may or may not get what you have. And if you talk to anybody in the industry, I was talking to some folks from the, from a different industry as well, that's kind of that waterfall that you see. And so one of the things we're working with Optym on right now is saying, okay, how could we flip that script? When you start as a driver, we know that there's probably 100% turnover in the first 45 days. And the number one indicator of that is home time and miles. And so the question would be, how could we flip that and say, we're actually going to feed freight for that first 45 days because we know if we can keep that driver past that, they're going to give us a chance on some of the other stuff. But if they're not here and they don't see the value in the first couple of weeks, they're going to leave and go elsewhere.